Richard, the Global Commission on Drug Policy has come out with a report saying flatly that the war on drugs has failed. You could put your name behind so many things, your energy, your time. I'm interested in as to why this is an important cause for you.
It's an important cause because millions of people all over the world are adversely affected by the current war on drugs. Millions of people are put into prisons, I believe unnecessarily, and the Commission believe unnecessarily. About 350 billion goes into the underworld from the sale of drugs, and the war's not working. I mean, people, the amount of people taking drugs is increasing year by year, and so I felt it was important to join the Commission to study it and have a rethink.
The U.S. government and the U.K. government have come out very quickly and basically squashed any support of this report. The White House has come out and said making drugs more available, as this report suggests, will make it harder to keep our communities healthy and safe. You sort of grimace as though you disagree with that.
Well, we haven't advocated making drugs more available. What we have advocated is that if somebody has a drug problem, you don't treat them as a criminal. You treat it as a medical issue, as a health issue, and you try to help them. And in countries that have experimented with things like this, like Portugal, it has had a dramatic effect not only on the individual but on society as well. So in Portugal, whatever drug you take, you're not sent to prison. You get help. So social workers will help you if you become a heroin addict. They'll give you clean needles. They'll actually give you the drugs, and as a result, the amount of people in Portugal on hard drugs has halved. With cannabis, again, they're not imprisoning people; they're helping people, and as a result, Portugal actually has the lowest use of cannabis in the whole of Europe. In America, your prisons are full to the brim, particularly with black kids, from either smoking marijuana or for dealing with small amounts of marijuana. And taxpayers in America pay millions and millions in keeping people in prisons.
So you would advise the Obama administration to legalize marijuana?
I mean, I think what we would say, what the Commission is saying, is that there should be people should experiment. I mean, if allow one or two states to try it, and if it works, and if it works better than what's happening at the moment, that's great. And if it doesn't, you're not going to be worse off than we are today, where it's patently not working.
Just looking at it from a business standpoint, you are the epitome of an entrepreneur, successful businessman. When you look at the 2012 budget, the White House has asked for $1.7 billion for drug prevention programs. That's up 8% from a year ago, at a time when we have a budget crisis in this country and really around the world. So I wonder if you think the United States can afford right now to keep their drug policy the way it is.
Personally, I don't think the United States can afford to keep the drug policy as it is. It's costing them more and more every year to achieve something where they're just not winning. I mean, they're just not achieving anything. If they catch one person who's dealing in drugs, somebody else rears their head. So it's a failed policy.
You've said publicly in the past before that you've experimented with drugs. You didn't seem to have any qualms about saying that publicly. Do you think there's a misconception over who uses drugs or at least tries drugs?
Yeah, I think most of the politicians have been teenagers, and I mean, if you're a teenager, it's likely that you will have tried drugs, right. And some of us have addictive personalities, some of us don't. I mean, I was working too hard, so I didn't continue to take drugs. I just tried them on occasions. When I drink, I don't become addicted. When I smoke cigarettes, I try not to. I try to give up. But I think with cannabis, it is not that different from alcohol or from cigarettes. In fact, I think tobacco is actually slightly more dangerous.
It's more dangerous than marijuana.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's people are going to kill themselves. Many millions of people kill themselves from smoking tobacco or smoking cigarettes.
We'll never see virgin tobacco.
You'll never see virgin tobacco, no.